This is IBM Museum, and I've been back a couple days from Vintage Computer Federation Southwest in Dallas. I thought I'd show one of the items I've picked up on the trip, and it's got a little bit of an amusing story. But let me get set up by the bench here. Now, I've had this for a long time, probably about 15 years or so, and it's next to new condition. I don't know when or where I picked it up exactly, but it's an IBM-branded projector that's from the manufacturer of InFocus. And you can see that the bag is a little bit dirty. I've had this stored away. Now, I've had one casualty in that the strap was in a location that I had the mice get to it. So they already started chewing their way through, and I can go through and I'll patch that. But that's about the only casualty otherwise, because the projector is in good shape. The bag itself, other than the strap, is in real good shape. We'll show a little bit more of the projector. I'll show some of the items that I have with it as well. And the branding on the bottom. It talks about replacing the lamp in the compartment. I do have a new old stock lamp that was included with it. And I don't know, maybe on eBay or something else, probably. The controls. And here's the back of the unit. We'll get to some of these connections in a moment. It's got the S video there on the left, and composite video being the yellow connector. Left and right channels for audio. Does have a built-in speaker. We see a D sub there, and then we've got an icon for speaker out as well. And quite often I was going through and running this on the S-Video connector, just because that was the best that I had for the cables that would connect to this. And I did have the items included with it were even the user's guide, branded as IBM. Lots of good details talking about the connections to it. And I'll have to see. It's talking about a video player. So we'll get to this aspect in just a moment here. Connecting to a computer. Okay, it's got the user's guide on a disk. I guess there was even a few different models that you could get of that. And the product registration card. And I don't know why this wasn't sent in. It is very crisp and new condition. Now it is populated, and there's not a person's name, so I'm not really doxing anybody. And it looks like a business address. I do have the serial number on here, which is not too much, but it's a bank in Brooklyn. And I've had this for about 15 years. So I think it maybe eBay is where I got it. I do have the some connections here. There's the I was obviously using, because this is still sealed, I was obviously using other of the cables for the composite video and left and right audio when I was doing it that way. And there's a 3.5 jack, probably for the audio side. Be interested in plugging that in. And then I have fell to the ground. I think I have two little caps, and I don't know what these go to on the unit. There might be a foot or something else that these cover the look at the unit sometimes. And this big long power cord, and this quick little card talking about presenting, and also once again showing that connection to the computer. Well, being at VCF Southwest, I went to the meet helping out the proprietor for Edgar Digital that's in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I'm contacting the mouse button here. And I'll give a link in the video description. But was helping him at the booth that was set up. And one of the items that we brought along in my van to the meet, traveled 10 hours from his business with this item loaded, was, and I knew what this was instantly when I saw it among his items, and marked with when it was marked with the InFocus logo and BGA connector, the price tag on there. And who knows? I mean, I've never seen a projector there at his location. I don't know why this cable was separate or why it was brought along among the items. But I've been missing this for the length of time that I've had this projector. And so now I can go through and use this with a connection to a computer. And who knows, maybe even bringing it to the meet, if I do could throw up a projection on a wall or something like that. 6-foot long cable that connects up. And I thought it was really, really interesting that this was among the items that were brought to the meet on a whim, that somebody would have an InFocus projector that would be able to connect to, or IBM-branded InFocus projector. And with this, I'll have to look through the manual, with this infrared or this IR kind of dome that's there. I'm thinking there's actually a remote for this as well, and I don't have it. So maybe that's the next item that I need to search. If anybody's seen that for the InFocus, it doesn't have to have a IBM brand on it, of course. There's the projector number. I'll probably get looking on eBay myself, that I can go through and connect this to a computer now. So that's one of the items that I brought back. And as it is, I'll be showing more of the items the other items I brought back from VCF Southwest. The free table was booming. I missed some really good items, but I got some good items myself. I was rather happy with what I've brought back, and bought one system over there, an IBM, and an all-in-one unit. I had a lower level model and just wanting to get that. So that'll get up on the bench here and be shown eventually too. I know it's been a long time since I've done a regular video. I've been trying to do my live streams on the Saturdays, but we can start the video content too. So this is IBM Museum. That's all I have for now. Thank you very much.